Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland BROWNS. Let's get to the news. When we talk about the Cleveland Browns, there's always a mix of excitement, hope, and a little bit of uncertainty. This season, the quarterback position has been a hot topic, an area where fans are eager to see stability, growth, and most importantly, a long-term answer. The Browns have been in a bit of a quarterback carousel for a while now, but there's a growing buzz that Cleveland might be on the brink of something big. And no, I'm not just talking about the current roster, which features Joe Flacco, the veteran presence looking to guide this team with his vast NFL experience, and the promising rookies Dillon, Gabriel, and Shedeur, both of whom have shown flashes of potential. But what's really grabbing attention is the possibility that Cleveland could be eyeing a game-changing move, perhaps even adding a new face to their quarterback room, someone who could be the franchise guy moving forward. The Browns are known for their resilience, their grit, and their willingness to take chances, especially at the most critical position on the field. And considering the current state of their quarterback room, filled with question marks, this makes perfect sense. Behind Joe Flacco, who, let's be honest, is more of a mentor and veteran presence at this stage of his career, Cleveland has two rookies who are still proving themselves. Dillon Gabriel, drafted 94th overall out of Oregon, has shown he can make plays, but he's still unproven at the NFL level, still trying to find consistency. Shedeur, drafted 144th out of Colorado, is also in the early stages of his NFL journey, and while he's got athleticism and potential, he's also a rookie adjusting to the league's speed and complexity. Now, what makes this situation so intriguing is that Cleveland's front office appears to be taking a patient, yet aggressive approach. They're willing to keep swinging at the quarterback position until they land someone who truly fits their scheme and vision. And rumors are swirling that they might be considering a bold trade, perhaps for a player like Anthony Richardson, the former Florida Gator and 2023 NFL draft pick who, at just 21 years old, already has a lot of people talking. Richardson, a former first-round pick, possesses a rare combination of athleticism, arm talent, and upside that could fit perfectly into Kevin Stefanski's offensive scheme. But here's the kicker: he's currently with the Indianapolis Colts, a team that's still trying to figure out what to do with him after a somewhat rocky start to his NFL career. According to recent reports from Sports Illustrated's Matt Brandon and Ethan Hutton, Cleveland might be a prime landing spot for Richardson. Why? Because the Browns' quarterback room is not only lacking a clear long-term solution, but it's also a bit of a wasteland in terms of high-upside talent. Gabriel and Sanders are promising, but neither has the pedigree or the physical gifts that Richardson brings to the table. Gabriel was a third-day pick out of Oregon, and while he has shown flashes of talent, he's still developing. Sanders, despite being a dual-threat athlete, was a mid-round pick who's still learning how to translate his college success to the NFL. Richardson, on the other hand, is a different story. His unique blend of size, speed, and arm strength makes him a tantalizing project. And with Cleveland's offensive-minded coach Kevin Stefanski, there's a real chance that Richardson's raw talent could be unlocked, much like how Stefanski has developed other quarterbacks in the past. The idea here is simple but powerful. Cleveland could see Richardson as a future franchise quarterback, someone who can grow within their system, learn from Flacco for the immediate future, and eventually take over as the starter. The Colts, meanwhile, might be willing to part with Richardson if they get the right offer, especially if they believe the young quarterback isn't quite ready to lead their team right now. A trade for Richardson wouldn't necessarily cost Cleveland a fortune, and it could be exactly what they need to shake up their offense and inject some high-ceiling talent into their roster. But it's not just about adding raw talent. It's about adding the right kind of talent. Cleveland's front office has shown that they're willing to take chances on players with potential, but who might need a little extra coaching or development. Richardson fits that mold perfectly. His physical tools are undeniable, and his college tape shows flashes of greatness. If Kevin Stefanski and his coaching staff can harness that potential, Cleveland could be looking at a quarterback who transforms their offense from good to elite in just a few seasons. Think about the possibilities. Imagine the Browns with a dual-threat quarterback who can extend plays, throw deep bombs, and run for yards when needed. That kind of versatility would make Cleveland's offense one of the most dangerous in the league. Of course, there are questions, and nothing is guaranteed. Richardson's transition to the NFL hasn't been smooth so far, and there's always the risk that he might not reach his full potential. But that's the beauty of taking a chance on a young quarterback with high upside. Sometimes, the greatest success stories come from players who were initially viewed as projects or long shots. And Cleveland, with its strong offensive line and talented weapons, might just be the perfect environment for Richardson or any other high-upside quarterback to thrive. Now, let's talk about the broader picture here. The AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in football, and every move made by the Browns or their divisional rivals can have ripple effects that shape the league's landscape for years to come. If Cleveland manages to land Richardson or another similar talent, it sends a clear message that they're serious about contending, not just for this season, but for many to come. It also could shake up the balance of power within the division, forcing teams like the Cincinnati Bengals and Baltimore Ravens to rethink their strategies, especially if the Browns get a quarterback who can elevate their offense to a new level. The Browns have been building steadily over the past few seasons, making smart draft choices, developing their young players, and adding veteran leadership. But the core of their future success hinges on the quarterback position. The team's recent moves, including releasing Kenny Pickett and Tyler Huntley, indicate they're willing to clear the path for a new leader. They want someone who can elevate the team and bring consistency. And if Richardson or another high-upside quarterback becomes available, Cleveland's front office won't hesitate to pull the trigger. They know that in today's NFL, having a dynamic quarterback can be the difference between a playoff appearance and a deep playoff run, sometimes even a Super Bowl victory. Now, for the fans, this is an exciting time. The idea of Cleveland potentially upgrading at quarterback is something that keeps everyone on the edge of their seats. Whether it's Richardson, Gabriel, Sanders, or someone else, the Browns are clearly looking to build a future that's led by a true franchise quarterback. And with the right move, they could finally put an end to the quarterback carousel and establish stability for years to come. The fan base is eager, the city is passionate, and the team is determined. All signs point to Cleveland being a team to watch in the coming weeks, as we could see some major transactions that might redefine their franchise. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And speaking of the big reveal, what's next for Cleveland? Well, the focus remains on assessing all options, exploring trades, and keeping an eye on how the NFL landscape shifts in the coming weeks. The Browns are known for their strategic moves, and this could be one of their most significant in recent history. If they pull off a trade for Richardson or another promising quarterback, it could set the tone for the entire division and even the conference. The AFC North has always been a battleground, but with Cleveland potentially making a bold move, the stakes are even higher. The team's offensive scheme under Stefanski is built around a balanced attack, utilizing play-action passes, quick throws, and a strong running game. Adding a quarterback like Richardson could bring a new dimension to this offense, someone who can extend plays with his legs, hit deep shots, and keep defenses guessing. The Browns' offensive line has been improving, and with weapons like their young receivers and tight ends, the stage is set for a dynamic and innovative attack. The question is whether Cleveland's front office will take the plunge and trade for that game-changing quarterback. It's also worth noting that the Browns don't need to rush the process. They can afford to be patient, evaluate all options, and make a move that truly aligns with their long-term vision. But if the opportunity presents itself, say, a chance to acquire Richardson or someone similar, they won't hesitate. The goal remains clear: find a quarterback who can lead this team to consistent playoff success and hopefully a Super Bowl championship. In the end, what makes all of this so exciting is that Cleveland's future is wide open. The team is on the cusp of something big, whether it's through developing their current players or making a bold move in the trade market. The fans have every reason to be optimistic because the foundation is there: solid coaching, a talented roster, and a front office that's not afraid to take risks for the sake of winning. Keep your eyes peeled, Browns fans, because the coming weeks could bring some game-changing news that will have a lasting impact on your beloved team. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. Do you think Cleveland should go all in on a trade for Richardson? Or do you believe they should develop the rookies and wait for the right quarterback to come along naturally? Whatever your view, make sure to share it. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This team never stops evolving, and neither do we. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Browns.